Welcome back to That Dad Guy. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today is a little bit chilly. It's -6. The wind is blowing out there. We had a few flurries in the night, so the ground is covered in white stuff. Yesterday was 11 and rainy, so big change. And then tomorrow's going to be back above zero again, and it looks like for the rest of the week too. So hopefully we'll see some of that snow melt away. I figured today might be a good day to write some postcards. So my goal is 13. I've got them all picked out already, so I'll show you which ones I've picked. And then I'll write them up and stamp them and sticker them and do whatever else I'm going to do. And then we'll head down to the post box and we'll mail them. And you can see what it's doing outside and hear the wind roar and all that. So first of all, thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and commenting on all my videos. If you're tuning in for the first time and you enjoy it, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button and leave a comment. Tell me where you're from. I always like to hear from new people. And remember, if you're ever interested in doing swaps, just send me a message. I'm open to it. So it's always good to get some new countries and some new friends to continuously swap with. That's what I like to do. When I get a card from someone, I'm going to send them one back so the mail keeps going and people in the post office keep working, and I can look forward to nice things showing up in my mailbox on a regular basis so I can make videos for you. So let's start with my officials. The first one I have is going to Germany, and she likes nature. She lives in Munich and she has an apartment, and she does a little bit of gardening on that, on her balcony. So I wanted to send her something Canadian, something nature. So I'm going to send her this prepaid card. She didn't say anything about loving stamps or anything like that. So we're going to send a couple of wolves in the snow, a typical Canadian scene. On the back you can see it is a prepaid, so I don't have to worry about putting stamps on this one. I can just write my message and the address and do whatever decorating I want to do. So that's going off to Germany. The next one I have is going off to Virginia. It is someone who says that they are retired, her and her husband, her kids are grown, her youngest is in university still. They live close to the Washington, D.C. area. Haven't done a lot of traveling, but have been to Nova Scotia here in Canada, and I've been over to England, been to Disney and places like that. So I wanted to send her something that was of Canada, of my local area. So here in New Brunswick, we have these lupins and the fishing boat and a nice fishing shack or a building right on the waterfront. So something you would see typically here in the Maritimes. So that one is going off to her. Hopefully she enjoys it. The next one I have is going off to Finland. She says she lives in the southeast of Finland. She does some knitting and she reads and she travels sometimes, goes to the gym and swimming. She loves Finnish baseball matches and receiving postcards. She's not very fond of city views, but would prefer to have a stamped card and something of nature. So once again, if you're familiar with the cards that I'm sending, here is one of the rocks, which is about 40 minutes south of Moncton, and we're getting it at a sunset time, so it's kind of beautiful right there over the Bay of Fundy. So I wanted to send her a bit of nature, and it doesn't have anything industrial in that picture, so hopefully she will like it. The last official one I have is going off to the Netherlands, to someone named Melissa, and she has a whole list of things that she does like, but the first thing she had on her list was wild animals. So when I think of Canada, when I think of the Maritimes and wild animals, I think of the lobster. So here we are, have the lobster capital of the world in Shediac, New Brunswick. So I thought I would send this one here. This is from a Nova Scotia lobster, but they all pretty much look the same, don't they? So I'm going to send that off to her, and hopefully she'll enjoy it. Now, to my people that have sent me cards recently, and I'm going to send some back, or people that have requested a swap, I've got stuff for them too. So this is the first one I'm sending off. So we have, it's kind of an advertisement card because it's for the Paper Sisters in Germany. Any of you who have gone to their website, maybe ordered some of their cards, they're really nice, thick cards. So that one is going off. I have this card, which is a little bit more simpler. I've had a whole bunch of these for a while, and I really like them, but I was just trying to find the right person to send them off to, and thinking of spring coming and the flowers coming up out of the ground, I thought maybe this would be appropriate. And then this one of my city. People are always looking for city views of things, and so I wanted to send a bit of a touristy card, but I wanted to send this skyline of Moncton, so sending that off. Sometimes I find it difficult, especially with people that I've traded like 10 times to. I've got a list that I keep track of the cards that I've sent, so I want to make sure that I'm not duplicating what I'm sending to them, but you gotta get creative sometimes. This one here, our local Mountie in his dress uniform. I know I've sent this card off before, but it seems to be a popular one. People seem to be requesting the RCMP cards. So I had it. It's a prepaid card, so I don't have to put a stamp on it. Even though I know some people really like stamps, and this person does like stamps, but I thought he'd appreciate the card too. And then I have this one. Oh, sticky buns from Kelly's Bake Shop in Alma, New Brunswick. So this is right on the start of the Fundy Provincial Park in south of New Brunswick, right on the Bay of Fundy. And every year, especially on Father's Day, I pack up the kids and my wife and we head down to Alma, and I get sticky buns. I have a bit of a sweet tooth, so this is kind of a bread roll with brown sugar and molasses. Really, really good. Very sweet. Perfect when they're piping hot and they're fresh. They come right out. So it talks about them being here. I want to cover that up because that's who I'm sending it to. But a little bit of story on the back for it about the sticky buns at Kelly's Bake Shop. Now the next one, a little Casablanca for people that like movies, people that like classic, these vintage cards, Warner Brothers. It's a whole bunch of different groupings. Some people will collect specific actors like Humphrey Bogart or Ingrid Bergman. So I thought this one maybe would be appropriate for the person that I'm sending it to. Same with this one here, Singing in the Rain. So maybe you like music, maybe you like dance, maybe you just like movies. And this is a classic film. And here we are. We have a mom with her two baby moose having a little drink in the brook or in the river. It's another one of those prepaid cards. You can see the stamp is already there. So I paid for the postcard. It's a little bit more expensive, but because the postage is paid, it is worth it in the long run. So there we have some moose going out. Guess where I've been? So we've got the bears and the little Canadian flag. So I thought that was kind of a cute little card, and it shows a bit of Canada there too with the bears. And so that is my target for today. I'm gonna write all those up, and then I'll get back to you and we'll wander out into the wind and the cold and down to the mailbox. See you shortly. Well, I've done it. I finally run out of stamps. I got all these done, 13 in all. And yeah, I don't have any stamps left, so I gotta get to the post office tomorrow and replenish my stamp supply. Maybe there'll be something new out. But let's take this stack of stuff down to the mailbox and hopefully don't blow away. Oh, can you hear it already? Walk out into this. The wind is howling. Actually, it's not really that bad. I can hear it. But here, look around. Some of the snow is gone. A lot still remains, but it will go. This week is supposed to be in the pluses all week. So hopefully, that in there. Off to new homes. Hopefully it arrives quickly. Yeah, you can hear the wind there. Woo. Blowing through my ears, not much in between to stop it, so, and definitely nothing on top to stop it. Let's get back inside. Get the snow off the bottom of my shoes. Ooh, there's my wife. You want to see? No, she doesn't want to be on camera. So there we go. Those are off to their new homes. Hopefully they'll get there quickly. Tomorrow I'll have to get some new stamps to replenish the supply. I'm going to need new postcards soon too, by the looks of things. So we'll see what comes, and we'll see what we have this week in stall for new videos. Till then, stay safe. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?